Hey Pisces, welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. I'm Eleanor here with your November reading. Since this is a general reading, there's a little bit for everyone who is drawn to it, but not all of it may be for you. When you hear that part that helps you, just hit that thumbs up and move on. The rest is going to be for somebody else. So your theme for November from the I Ching is number 1, creative. And your words of wisdom from His Holiness the Dalai Lama are: some people, when we talk about compassion and love, think it is a religious matter. Compassion is the universal religion. Okay, and then you have the Hermit, the Tower in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so let's see. You have a potential opportunity to blow wide open the doors of your creative power here in November, and that comes with aligning your goals and intentions with the universe. It's as though compartmentalizing has become a habitual structure, and it's showing you tearing down that structure yourself before it collapses on its own. And doing so unlocks all new levels of personal power for you. It's like we could be chugging along, and as soon as we set a new higher goal that makes sense with our established trajectory, all of a sudden challenges come out of like nowhere. So it's like the universe saying, okay, goal proposal accepted. Let's see if you have what it takes. Whatever the goal is, whatever the challenge is, it's going to require initiative, focus, and sensitivity to timing. And you can tap into that energy as the Hermit, cutting out distractions in the form of other people's input, other people's traditions, the need to please or be seen by others in like an inauthentic way. Look out for overwhelm in the form of victim mentality, feeling overpowered by what you perceive as failure that's like not your fault, feeling like you're the only moving part that works and everyone else is the problem. Stand up for yourself wherever you feel powerless, but do so in full ownership of your role in creating the existing circumstances. And it is part of that, is part of that role, like the compartmentalization I mentioned earlier, like wanting to separate your spiritual principles and practices from the real world. They're the same thing. And when you marry them, you enter that new phase of power for positive change. Also, I'm seeing a fear of a loss of control, but that clinging to control is ironically blocking the change that you want. It may be fear that if you surrender to more compassion, you may be compromising some of your boundaries, that what separates you from the whole will dissolve and you will lose somehow your effectiveness or identity in some way. The ego is very terrified of that always. But it's like the opposite. It's in uniting with that we consciousness that opens up the floodgates of inspiration and energy to catapult you forward. And with Hermit here, your self-care boundaries are protected at this time. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can say this a little bit more helpfully. It's as though you are discovering the circularity of compassion, that care for self or the whole to the exclusion of the other serves neither. And serving yourself is part of the whole, serves the whole if you are in that we consciousness as inextricable from the whole. It's difficult to have compassion for the whole or to perceive ourselves as part of it, because that makes us one with people we don't like. And people can be so awful and undeserving of compassion. At least we feel that way. So there is a need to detach and find the whole where it exists inside of us. And once you can connect with that and see the part of yourself that is that surface illusion, and then you can see the surface illusion of others for what they are, that they're not real, and see past those distractions, that kind of reflective shimmering surface, into what's beyond, to the whole behind all of the masks, all of the many masks that the God, if you want to call it that, wears. Then once you see it, you can't unsee it, and you're ready to emerge from hermit mode and tear down those false divisions, and then you can unleash all that creative power. Nature, this went deep, Pisces. None of these have gone this deep. I don't know why yours took such a crazy spiritual turn out of all the 12. So nature isn't loving or unloving, selfish or altruistic. It just It's just an ever-flowing system of energy that works, and that includes you. And if you try to control it, you won't win. So don't compromise yourself and overgive. Like the gazelle still runs like hell from the cheetah or whatever, but self-preservation takes on a new power when your perception of what self means rejoins the whole. I don't know if that made any sense. Hopefully it does to you, Pisces. If you want to hear what I have to say in December, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will talk to you then. Thank you.